Thanks so much for keeping with us here on Evening Plus. I'm joined by Sarah Gray now. Sarah, thanks so much for being here with us tonight. You are going to be the next superintendent for Catholic schools here in the Grand Rapids area under the Diocese of GR. Again, just thanks for joining us. I wanted to introduce you a little bit further, even though you're already very familiar in our community.
Yes, thank you. I'm happy to be here. I currently serve as the assistant superintendent here in the Diocese of Grand Rapids, and then come July 1st, we'll be taking over and transitioning into the superintendent role. I am happy to be following a strong legacy set by Dave Faber. He has been our superintendent for 15 years.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to work for Bishop Wachowiak to ensure that we are advancing excellent Catholic schools here in the diocese.
And for families who may not be familiar, maybe are learning more about the school system in our area, you guys are an expansive number of schools in our community. Can you just talk a little bit through just how many schools are under the Diocese of Grand Rapids?
Sure, we have 31 schools across 8 counties. So we go as far north as Ludington, we go out to the Lakeshore, as far east as Poamo and Portland, and we have over 6,400 students in our schools.
Yeah, so it's Diocese of Grand Rapids, but it's much further than Grand Rapids, of course. And just about how many students is that? I think the 6,000?
Yeah, like 64, right? Over 6,400 this year.
And so Dave Faber, who is the current superintendent of the diocese, he's been in that role for about 15 years or so now. So like you kind of mentioned, big shoes to fill. You're currently the assistant superintendent, so obviously, you know, very comfortable in the district, I'm sure. But what are you just looking forward to in taking on kind of this next step role?
Our schools are in a really strong position. We've had 4 straight years of enrollment growth. We're up 7% since COVID. So I look forward to just building on that, to ensure that we have strong and excellent Catholic schools here. Working collaboratively with our school principals, with our teachers and our pastors, and in essence, our entire Catholic community for the pursuit of excellence in our schools.
Absolutely. And for families who maybe have really little kids and are considering, which route they'd like to go, public, private, what have you, talk to me just a little bit about, what the experience can be like for a child, growing up in a Catholic school here in our area.
Transformational, life-changing. We firmly believe that we want our students to know, love, and serve the Lord, and that every student is treated as an individual in our schools, and are drawn into a life of faith with Jesus. But ultimately, too, we want our schools to be communities and family-oriented, to serve the whole family. And so if I was talking to a parent, I would say your child won't be a number. They'll be known by name, by teachers, by students, and by everyone sort of involved in the community.
Absolutely. And obviously, you're familiar in the district. You've been working as the assistant superintendent for 4 years, but, stepping into this new role, any goals you're setting right now, or, things you'd like to achieve once you're sort of stepping into that seat come this summer?
That's a great question. I want to take some time just to continue to listen and to learn. I have been in the office, but it's just a new role for me, and I am a different person than Dave Faber.
Yeah.
So just spending some time listening, but also just working really closely with our school principals for that pursuit of excellence, right? Excellent operations, excellent academics. And so just taking that time to get to know our leaders on a deeper level, working with our pastors and just sort of surveying kind of what those needs might be, whether they're immediate or then planning for the future.
Absolutely. And last question for you, unless there's anything else you'd like to mention, as far as if a parent is looking to learn more about, all of the schools in the district, what's the best way to sort of go about, getting more information about enrollment?
So we have a website, catholicschoolsforyou.org. That's a great place to start. Ultimately, though, too, we invite parents to just stop in, set up a tour, meet our principals, meet our teachers. We do have many schools that offer daycare. So we go daycare through 12th grade.
Gotcha.
So there really is a spot for everyone. And we want families to know that we're entering into a personal relationship with them. Yeah. So to kind of visit the school, to meet the people that work there, and to see if it would be a good fit.
Absolutely. Anything, I didn't ask you anything else that you just want, folks at home who might be watching to know about you as you, embark on this exciting journey?
I'm ready to get started. I love working for Catholic schools. It's been my life's work. I'm a product of Catholic education myself, and I look forward to being able to step into this role and serve the church here in West Michigan.
Exciting. Okay, and again, you are going to move into this role July 1st, so still sort of finishing out the long career of Dave Faber, your predecessor, and then you'll sort of take the reins this coming summer.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, Sarah, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Again, Sarah Gray, going to be the new superintendent for Catholic schools under the Diocese of Grand Rapids. You can learn much more information online. We're going to take a short break. And